Hey friends, welcome back to She's Crafty, a mini paper pad class. This here is our sketch for, what is it, January? I'm running to a calendar because I should know these things, but I don't. For January 31st. So, let's see, it looks like it is inspired blueprint sketches to build on. I just grabbed these off of Pinterest and love on them a little bit. So, we have 4 photos. I'll be using 2. Not a big deal. Big journaling tag or big embellishment here. Paper strips coming this way. Splatty bits if you like. Title here and a couple more embellishments. So kind of a visual triangle for embellishment clusters. Cool. We can do that, right? Let me go ahead and compress it down just a little bit. So I'm filming this just a little ahead of time because I tend to do that. And I watch an inauguration stuff today. And guys, I'm just feeling so freakishly tired today. My puppy has like a little stomach issue right now. So he had me up every other hour all night. And then I did the mommy worrying thing about him. And I am super tired and punch drunk and not that bright. Anywho, let's show you what we have to work with. These are the photos I'm going to use today. And so they're printed on a 4x6. This is slightly smaller than 4x6, but it is from the Detroit Donut Bar. These donuts right here, look at them. There is Fruity Pebbles. This was Oreo, sea salt caramel, and cinnamon toast crunch. So do we get donuts often? Absolutely not. We just don't. Actually, last time I tried to get them from this place was last April, and they were closed for COVID-y things. So we were in the area. There's our first watch a couple doors down we were getting takeout from, and we went and checked and they had them, or the store was open, so we scored it. So I'm going to have the 2 photos. Not exactly sure what configuration, but we'll have the 2. Let's go ahead and put that down there. Now, this was kind of cool because I printed the photo. I'm like, okay, I want to use this because I'm really needing some bright colors right now, right? So I looked in my kits and look at this paper right y'all and the Fruity Pebbles donut. So it's Kismet, absolutely Kismet. So, and I only have 1 paper left in this kit, so I must have already scrapbooked with it once. This is a Felicity Jane paper. It's called Next Stop. It's very, very pretty from 2016. So I'll be using this side. It's got itself a little crinkle. That doesn't bother me. I have to trim my photos into 2 different little pieces. Got myself a little cup of Earl Grey, trying to wake up with that. So let's see. I've got puffies. I've got just a few of these Dear Lizzie enamel pieces. And I know on the last layout I did with them, I meant to use them up and I ignored them. These are kind of cool. Those match super well. And of course they match. I mean, it's a kit that's already put together. So I have this Dear Lizzie Stay Colorful that I'm going to use on this sketch for my 2 other photo blocks because I thought that would be fun to have big old chunky photo blocks on it. Not sure which things yet, but I'll find something that goes all right. I've got these alphas. Now I know when I put them in the kit, my plan was to use this alpha first as much as I could and then go to this one. So we will see. Because I think I want my title to be Bougie Donuts, but we'll see what I have. I'll put that to the side. All right, here are my pieces. I've got little puffy pieces. Let's see, I have ice cream cones, which to me that's treats, so that's pretty close. Cute little arrow bit. So I have some pieces that could really work. I like that. Now, let's see. We have banner pieces. I like the yes. That would be kind of funny for it. The nice bright things and hello. These cute little banner pieces. So hopefully I will get lots of those on. More puffies by Heidi Swap. I have some chipboard in here. We'll see if any of the little words work for that. What else? Oh, these are really cool. A memory recorded might work for this. That might work. And I love right now might work. And some of these little fabric hearts are kind of cool too. So I do like that it looks like we'll have some things that work. Now these are just those Heidi Swap sticker book. These came in a kit club. They did. Yeah, I don't even know which one. when was this collection out? Was it, 2018. So it was a couple years ago. So that's all right. And it appears that there's an alpha in here as well. So if I have to, I can invoke something else. Oh, look, there's a minty green one as well. Oh, and then there's metallic gold I just saw. Ew. Okay, so we might be able to get some good traction there. So what I need to do next, I need to trim my 2 photos, probably matte them so they pop a little bit, which means I have to pick some colors from here that match. Awesome. I have to trim my branding strip. Try to keep my sketch kind of nearby so you can see what's what. And yeah, so I'm going to go from there, cut my pieces, kind of get them laid out. Now it looks like we have this looks like either like a big washi or it's a big strip of paper. So I'm going to go with a big strip of paper, kind of going across, maybe fishtail bannering. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. And yeah, I have to cut some pieces. So let me get a little bit better of an idea where I want to go with this, and I'll be back in a jiffy. So quick check-in. I went through my paper pad and found lots of papers that really work for this layout. I love when that goes together because I try not to, when I put kits together, I try not to overthink it. I mean, I guess I believe in scrappy fate that, oh, by the way, I did have enough letters for Bougie donuts in my big text. So that's checking off that wish list that I had that I could use this as much as possible. So kind of jazzed about that. Anyway, so I always like when it just comes together, and it did. And yes, I put the kit together. I put pattern papers with it. But like I said, I don't overthink it. And I really like the way this is going to go. Like when I put the kit together, I hadn't had this picture yet. So it did work out. So what I'm going to do is I need to map my photos. I think I like, see, I'm also thinking I might like this for the tag, but I'm going to go ahead and matte these 2 photos in these kind of like tone on tone kind of colors. And then I'll pick, I think these bold ones for my other 2 rectangles, make my square, it looks like out of this. I'm kind of doing process of elimination, or my tag. My journaling tag, I think. I also want to go through the rest of the embellishments to decide on my clusters, and then probably can bring some of this down for, I can bring some of this down for maybe this piece right here. But what I'm seeing already is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these pieces are going to be used ever so nicely. So super cool. Love when things come together like that. I was looking through the scraps that I had in here from previous layout. Yeah, so it came together really nicely. I like that. So I'm going to cut my pieces. Cut this journaling taggy thing. Don't really know for sure if it's going to be a tag. I kind of have a little bit of a hinker to use my notebook punch on the edge of a rectangle for that. And this white space looks a little bit big. I'm going to trim that as well. Anywho, thought I'd show you where I am going with this at the moment. Oh, and then is there anything else to tell you? I think that's it for now. Okay. It just looked like too much white space up there. So I'm going to calm down. I'm also going to pull my pieces. You know how I use my little block and I put my little pieces on there to kind of condense my embellishment kit. So I'm going to do that too. I really will be back in a second. So I went ahead, I thought I'd let you know, and I ended up inking my edges because I wanted them to pop just a little bit more off of my background. And I'd also have the logo for the donut bar in here. We've got some darker Oreo colors and a little bit of black pattern paper. So, oh, and this little piece is cute. It was a cut apart sheet that was in the pad, and I liked it. I liked that I could write just a little something on there. So our sketch has a nice bit of splatty bits here, here, and kind of up there. So I thought I would go ahead and do that now. And I think I'm just going to use gold. I think I'll just go ahead and use gold. And I know, big surprise for me that I'm going to use gold in my splatty bit section. But I am going to kind of just go for it. Not that I don't always just kind of go for it. All right, so we've got 3 areas of what I would call splatty areas. So I have that. See, you know, y'all know I don't worry too much about it. So, and yeah, this is super technical. I'm grabbing like a, who knows where I got this Post-it note thing. And just doing a little dab to make it look more like I did the technique of putting it on plastic and then putting it on. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. And it also is helping me to dry it just a little bit. All right, so it's going to be a little bit warped. Not a big deal. Yes, I should go dry it. Not that worried about it. I'm going to get my pieces all back on here, and I still did not choose my, you know what, I want to ink around the edge of the whole thing too, but I didn't choose my embellishments and all that stuff yet. I got excited and wanted to show you that I was recognizing the splatty bits, and now they're on. Okay, give me a minute. Righty. So these pieces are down. I inked the outside. So we've got a pretty good dealio going on with the sketch. Like you can at least kind of recognize that it has something to do with the sketch. So the first thing I really wanted to get on were these fabric pieces by Amy Tan. When did these come out, my friends? I didn't even know. 2014, but I picked them up in February of 2020 from Tuesday Morning because they look current enough to me. Oh, and the other thing to tell you is this photo right here, I did pop up on just a little bit of craft foam, you know, the cheapy stuff in the kids' craft aisle. Okay, so I like this memory recorded. So I might go ahead and kind of put it across these two squares to bridge that gap. And it's kind of big and dramatic. So I'm kind of feeling like that's going to be a big cluster area, and that's cool. And now let's see where this, I love right now. Let's see, should we put, I don't want to hide any of that one though. You know what? I think I'm going to bridge this gap right here with this. I'm going to grab my T-square ruler because I don't put things on straight. Perfect. Okay. So I like that. Now I could have inked them, but it's fabric, so I felt a little bit weird about that. We're just going to be good with it. Now I do have these three little fabric-y hearts here, and I'm going to hold off on putting them on until I'm going to end up with like clustery stuff up here until the big stuff's on, because you know they're cute little guys. So I'm done with that. Now the next thing I pulled, and I'm going to have to grab my perforator because that's clearly what this thing's called. This was also from Tuesday Morning. I was hoping that it was going to pick up sequins well, and it doesn't. I don't know if I have to stick something on there or what, but it underperforms. Anywho, so from my brads, I had these Dear Lizzie brads that are from Pick a Collection from 2015. Good times. I have two little banner ones that match. I mean, it had another banner one, but it had like navy blue, and I didn't want to do that. So I know I have, ooh, I love right now. I like that yes right there. How do you guys feel about the yes right there? And then this one is this color palette. So, you know, they're kind of getting awards for their greatness. So I think I'll have it go right about there. I know it's fascinating to watch people pull holes. Oh, and, you know, I will go ahead and put Ugly Washi behind it, or whichever washi is closest. I always do that. I'm also going to put a tiny bit of adhesive underneath these little green fishtail banner pieces because I want them to end up in a certain spot. I want them to be so cute. Ooh, I like this to go kind of right on top of some of that. Come on, go through the fabric bits. So once again, I'll do the same thing. I will go ahead and make sure that those little fishtail banner bits find a nice place to go. Okay, so those are down, and then I had one more little banner, and it's just cute, and it has a little black brad, which I liked because I have all this black here. So maybe I will, not maybe, because I'm doing it right now, I shall put it there. Oh, and the other thing that I was kind of digging about these brads, and it's a weird thing for me, I like gold is my favorite metallic. You know, I've used like the rose gold and all that, but the metallic on these brads are actually gold, and that really makes me happy. Okay, done with those two embellishments. I just have to try to remember to stick these pieces down. Let me get some Ugly Washi. Not ugly. Actually, it's not even that ugly. I think this is Dear Lizzie as well. It's the first one I grabbed. All right, I'm going to get some washi, build out my clusters. I'll come back in a yibbit and show you where things are. So let's look at finishing this up. Everything that is on here right now is glued down. I did try to glue these little guys down, but they are rebelling. We'll see how that goes. Is that, yeah, that little Brad guy is arguing. Sorry if my head went over. I'm not sure if it did or not. So now what? I still have some of these pieces. I do have all kinds of little tiny cute things over here. Oh, and I want to get a couple of these on here. I should be able to use 3 of them. That's a little bit on the light blue, but I do have light blue there. So that is still in the works. Now, I've barely touched this book ever, actually. Weekend, the best day, looking good. Ooh, you know what I could do? I've got these little gold sticker thingies, which will bring out some more of that gold. I don't know if they're called sticker thingies, but work with me. Let's see. Oh, gosh. So I might be able to just kind of like start building out clusters with that strong metallic. Okay, I like that. I like that. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just go through these little things. Oh, that totally folded. I think I murdered it, guys. It is a sad moment in sticker land. You guys noticed how incredibly thin the stickers are that come in these sticker books? I like the ones like Dear Lizzie used to have a lot of them that had that chunky cardstock sticker thing. Definitely a preference. Anyhow, I'm going to pop all these little guys on. I better put a tiny bit of journaling on the little pieces that I have left here. I kind of covered a lot of my journaling spot up. Put a little journaling down. I'll pop these little bits on and we'll come back and see if I need to do splatty bits or not. I'm not sure. Okay, so I am rather happy with this. I mean, it's really, I mean, seriously, guys, it's a silly layout. It's documenting that we spent way too much money on fancy donuts. Although what I can say about them is that they're like so rich. Like I had the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one and I cut it in half and it was so sweet and it had so much extra goo on it that I did get to have it twice. So maybe it's not that expensive if you eat it 2 times. I don't know. But I think what they do there is like the base of all the donuts are exactly the same. They just decorate them fancy. That's all it is. Okay, let me show you. I'm talking way too much about it, but it's a subject here. So let's go ahead and show you the what's what. How cool is that? So I just have some extra little splatty bits, keeping it kind of interesting, getting a little bit of the gold splatty onto the different pieces so that it's not just sitting right on top. It makes it kind of come together a little bit. So that is our sketch for the week. Now, super cool inside information. That challenge accepted, which comes out on Thursday, all through the month of February. I will be doing the sketch a second time for that week. So this came out on the 31st. So this coming Thursday, I will do this sketch, or I will scrapbook from the sketch again, and hopefully a different way. We will see how that goes. Okay, that's it, friends. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the Facebook group.